He got up and he said, I'm going to learn a knowledge that no one is ever going to say to me, you grammatically spoke wrong. Isai and Sibawayh started to have conversation. And now everybody's watching. This is the giants of that time. This is Madrasatu Ahli al-Basra. And this is the Madrasatu Ahli al-Kufa. Imagine big giants. Boxing, how people watch two big fighters boxing. That's how the people saw it at that time. They're watching these two people come at each other. How is it going to turn out? He locked himself in a room and they said they found him dead. Yani gham and ham hit him so badly because of what they did to him. His student Al-Akhfash knew his book. So when he died, he took the book and he brought it to Kufa and he took it to Baghdad and he showed the people the book. People were shocked. People thought that he doesn't know anything because the debates. Sah? But they didn't know anything. So when they saw the book, they said, he wrote this? Guy's a genius. Genius. That book is not just Arabic grammar. He talks about the history of language, where it originally comes from. He talks about philology, phonology, semantics, you name it. He does not leave out anything. That's why the scholars, they refer to his book. It has no other name. You know what they call it? Al-Kitab. The book. I looked at the Kitab Al-Uqud Durriya fi Ba'd Manaqib Shaykh al-Islam Taymiyyah. I looked at the Kitab by Barzali about Shaykh al-Islam's life. Zaghalul Ilm, I mentioned Shamsuddin al-Dhahabi. Jami'u al-Siyar that Dar Alim Fawaid published on Ibn Taymiyyah's life. I looked, I couldn't find what the mas'ala was exactly. If you look at the biggest giants in Islam, they were Arabs and non-Arabs. Arabs and non-Arabs alike. Who's the father of the Arabic grammar? Don't shout, just put your hand up. Who is the father of the Arabic language? Who plays the Arabic grammar like that is relied on? Initially it was Abu Aswad ad-Du'ali, but who put together the... Habibi, who is it? Sibawayhi. Sibawayh, sah? Anyone here who knows his name could put his hand up and say, I know Sibawayh's name. Hey, what's his name? Yeah? His actual name. Hey. Here, anyone know Sibawayh's actual name? Huh? His name is what? Amr ibn Uthman ibn Qambar is his name. Sah? Where was he from? Sibawayh. Put your hand up, don't shout. Hey? He was a Persian man, a Farisi. Yeah? Yeah, he was from Persia, not an Arab. You know what made him even actually go Arabic? He was sitting in the halaqah of his teacher Hamad, and then he read a hadith and he read it wrong. He said, the teacher Hamad said to him, "Lahanta ya Farisi, oh you Persian, you have grammatically spoken wrong. You've read it wrong." And Sibawayh was a man, Allahumma barik, he had ambition, he had drive. He didn't like the fact that he was corrected like that. He didn't like it. Yeah, and he felt humiliated in the sense that he didn't know knowledge. And that's when he wanted to take the path of hadith. So he wanted to learn hadith, and then he read the hadith wrong, and he said to him, "Lahanta ya Farisi." He got up and he said, "Sa'ata'allamu ilman la yulahhinuni fihi ahad." He got up and he said, I'm going to learn a knowledge that no one is ever going to say to me, you grammatically spoke wrong. And then what did he do? Did he just go home and sleep? You know how old he was when he died? Yeah? He was 38 years old. Very, very young. So he actually died because of stress. Yeah, he got very stressed and he died because of it. An issue happened to him that really hurt him so much. Should I tell you the story of what happened? It's in Bab al-Fa'id, and we will stop it there inshallah ta'ala. Sibawayhi, he came to the city of Iraq. He came to Baghdad. Baghdad at that time was the hub of knowledge, and that's where everybody used to come. It was the capital of the Muslims at that time. This is where Bani Dawlat al-Abbas, Dawla al-Abbasiyya was situated. And the leader of that time was Harun al-Rashid. Harun al-Rashid was what? He was the leader of the Muslims. Harun al-Rashid's children were nurtured and taken care by Al-Kassai. Yeah? Imam Al-Kassai. Kassai and Sibawayhi, there's a rivalry between the two of them. And it's not personal, but it's ideology, because both of them represent the two different schools of the Arabic language. Sibawayhi represents the school of the people of Basra, that's where he's from. And Al-Kassai, Shatibi, what does he say? وَأَمَّا عَلِيٌّ فَالْكِسَائِيُّ نَعْتُوهُ لِمَا كَانَ فِي الْإِحْرَامِ فِيهِ تَسَرْبَلًا. Kassai was called Kassai because he did Hajj with a cloak, not a ihram. Because he couldn't get it, he was too poor. So he wore a Kisa. He wore a cloak to do Hajj with it, Kassai. And he's one of the 7 Qurra, one of the 7 reciters of the Quran. Imam Al-Kassai, you probably heard of him. Huh? But he's also Imam Ahl al-Kufa. He's the Imam of the people of Kufa in the Arabic language, Kassai. He gets paid, and his job is to nurture the children of who? Harun al-Rashid. Are we all together, brothers? So, there was a competition that was announced that was going to happen between who? Kassai and Sibawayhi, 2 big men. Sibawayhi came to Baghdad. Of course, when he entered the place, Kassai had not come yet. The 2 students, Farra and Ibn al-Ahmar, they started to ask questions to Sibawayhi, and he found them very disrespectful, the 2 of them. He said, I'm not going to talk to you guys, where's your teacher? So then Kassai came. Kassai and Sibawayhi started to have conversation. Then everybody's watching. This is the giants of that time. This is Madrasa to Ahl al-Basra, and this is the Madrasa to Ahl al-Kufa. Imagine big giants. Boxing, how people watch 2 big fighters boxing. That's how the people saw it at that time. They're watching these 2 people come at each other. How is it going to turn out? Kassai said to Sibawayhi, do you want to ask me or shall I ask you? Then Sibawayhi said, ask. He said, I have this question for you. And he gave him this sentence. Does anyone remember the sentence? Huh? Just give me the beginning. I shall remember while in the story. Inshallah I will remember. He gave him a sentence. He said to him, this sentence I want you to resolve this question for me. So he gave him the sentence, and he said, I want you to tell me the answer to this. He gave him a grammatical sentence. Sibawayhi listened. When he finished, he said, is it? What is it? What's the last sentence? Sibawayhi, he responded, and you got it? Sibawayhi said to Kassai, the response to it is that it's a mubtada and a khabar. Then he said to him, akhta'ta. You did a mistake. He said, I didn't do a mistake, I'm right. But he said, you're wrong. Now the thing is, if what Sibawayhi says and what Kassai says, who can say, the people just watching say, because they're all below him, the 2 of them. So, just the beginning, just give me the beginning. كنت أظن أن العقرب أشد لسعة من الزنبور فإذا هو هي أما فإذا هو إياها. صح? He said, what is it? كنت أظن أن العقرب أشد لسعة من الزنبور فإذا هو هي. Is that right? أما فإذا هو إياها. He said, فإذا هو هي. I said, I choose that. Over what? فإذا هو إياها. He said, you're wrong. Both of them are right, Kassai said. So no, both of them are not right. Only one is right, he said, Sibawayhi. So The people looked, Harun al-Rashid, everyone looked and said, look, if both of you are differing, we can't judge. Kassai said that we can. There's a solution. He said, what's the solution? He said, who are the Arabs who speak the language? Sah. We're going to go to the Arabs who are Bedouins, who have not come into the city, who have not been mixing with the foreigners, whose Arabic is clean and it's not being tainted. We go to them, we put the sentence to them, and we ask them which one is right. They were already standing at the door, listening to the debate and the discussion. As soon as the door was open, some of the scholars then said here, and Imam al-Kassai did not play this role. Some of the stories they say, Kassai gave them money from behind, and then that's wrong. We can't say that about an Imam like that. Kassai, a man of great knowledge and min Ahl al-Quran, وكذا. We can never think that of him. But, from what I saw from the story is, Kassai is a man of position. Is he not? He's a man of position. He holds a position, Kassai. He nurtures the children of Harun al-Rashid. He's close to the ruler of the Muslims. Who are the people going to try to align themselves with? Even if Kassai is saying, don't align yourself with me, but naturally, who are they going to align themselves? Sibawayh is just a guest. He's coming, he's going to go tomorrow. Who do they expect to give the winning to so they can get something from? Who are they going to support? Al-Kassai, naturally, right? So the Bedouins say that Kassai is right. And the Quran does not align itself with what Kassai said at all. The Quran in its entirety is in line with what Sibawayh said. That the sentence is فَإِذَا هُوَ هِيَ. This is referring to the fa al-fujaiya in Arabic language. Mubtada al-khabar is the sah. The entire Quran is على هذه الطريقة. The entire Quran is on that way, is of that way. Sah? So Sibawayh became sad. He lost, according to everybody else. He took his shoes. And then what hurt Sibawayh even more was, Kassai said something. He said to Harun al-Rashid, give him something, at least let him go back with something. That hurt him. So Sibawayh took his belongings, he didn't even go to Basra, where he was the Imam of. He ran and he went to his place of originality, where he was originally from, Faris. He locked himself in a room and they said they found him dead. Gham and hem hit him so badly because of what they did to him. But Sibawayh, no one knew that he had actually written a book that he put together that he kept in his house. His student Al-Akhfash knew his book. So when he died, he took the book and he brought it to Kufa and he took it to Baghdad and he showed the people the book. People were shocked. People thought that he doesn't know anything because the debate. Sah? They didn't know anything. So when they saw the book, they said, he wrote this? Guy's a genius. Genius. That book is not just Arabic grammar. He talks about the history of language, where it originally comes from. He talks about philology, phonology, semantics, you name it. He does not leave out anything. That's why the scholars, they refer to his book. It has no other name. Do you know what they call it? Al-Kitab. The book. There's no other name. Sah? Al-Kitab. So imagine that. It became known as the book. So everyone was shocked. And from there onwards, everybody realized, wow, this man was underrated. No one. And that gives you an understanding that in this world, it doesn't matter what people think of you when you're alive or what they think. Sometimes you're like Ibn Taymiyyah, his works were illegal when he was alive. Illegal. People used to bury it. Even when people used to quote him, they never used to reference him because they were scared. If they said Qala Ibn Taymiyyah, there was a problem. His name was hot. You can't say his name. Sah? Look at him now today. Everyone, Qala Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Taymiyyah. It's rare not to find in a book Ibn Taymiyyah's statement. هذا هو. Sharh Aqeedah Tahawiyah, with the technology that we have today, we found that maybe even 80% of the book is a quote of Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn al-Qayyim. He couldn't reference them. Ibn al-Izz al-Hanafi couldn't quote them. Copy paste from طريق الهجرتين and عدة الصابرين وذخيرة الشاكرين وهكذا. So the hadaf is, and the thing that's needed from every single one of us, my brothers and sisters, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's His doings that the truth reaches the people. It's not upon you. إِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغِ. Upon you is to convey. That's all that's upon you. And it is upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow that truth to reach the people's to reach the people's hearts. That's why you actually find in the Quran the times that the Prophet ﷺ would actually get involved and try to want the truth to enter the people's hearts, he will be told off. He'll be told off. And he will be scolded for doing that. إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي was a form of scolding when he wanted his uncle to become a Muslim. And now it wasn't just hidayah to dalala, but it was hidayah to tawfiq, which is Allah's doings, to put the truth into people's hearts, right? So Allah said, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. You don't guide Muhammad. This is not your job. This is Allah's job. Yeah? Even in the other place where Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He says, وَإِنْ كَانَ كَبُرَ عَلَيْكَ إِعْرَاضُهُمْ فَإِنِ اسْتَطَعْتَ أَن تَبْتَغِيَ نَفَقًا فِي الْأَرْضِ أَوْ سُلَّمًا فِي السَّمَاءِ فَتَأْتِيهُمْ بِآيَةٍ. Yani take a ladder, go to the sky and try to bring them that ayah. If their opposition towards you has become very big, وَإِنْ كَانَ كَبُرَ عَلَيْكَ إِعْرَاضُهُمْ, their transgression and them not listening to you, if it's big to you, then take a ladder and try to get the guidance for them. Meaning you can't, that's our job, leave it to us. لَعَلَّكَ بَاخِعُ نَفْسَكَ أَلَّا يَكُونُوا مُؤْمِنِينَ. Muhammad, this was again scolding him. You're burning yourself out for them to become guided. So it's not your job. إِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغِ يَا أَيُّهَا الرَّسُولُ بَلِّغْ مَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ مِنْ رَبِّكَ وَإِنْ لَمْ تَفْعَلْ فَمَا بَلَّغْتَ رِسَالَتَهُ وَاللَّهُ يَعْصِمُكَ مِنَ النَّاسِ. All the time he was reminded, convey, say, tell them. That's why the Prophet said, إِنَّمَا أَنَا قَاسِمٌ وَاللَّهُ يُعْطِي. إِنَّمَا أَنَا قَاسِم. I divide, but Allah is the one who gives, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Habibi. Yeah? Huh? The brother asked a question. Ibn Abdul Hadi mentioned the story of one of Abu Hayyan al-Andalusi was his name. Abu Hayyan al-Andalusi was very fanatic, very muta'assib li Sibawayh. Sibawayh was for him like. So Ibn Taymiyyah and him had a discussion on a mas'ala. And then he said, but قال به Sibawayh. Sibawayh said this. And then Ibn Taymiyyah got a bit annoyed by that. He said to him, Sibawayh laysa nabiyyul arabiyya. He's not the prophet of the Arabic language. لأن شيخ الإمام الشافعي في كتاب جماع العلم, and also I saw in his كتاب الرسالة, he said لا يحيط اللغة إلا نبي. The only person who encompassed any language is only a prophet. Nobody knows the Arabic language from beginning to end. Of course, there's words he's going to say, I don't know, or I've not heard of that, or I've not seen that. So nobody can claim that they know the entire language. So he said this is not a prophet. Abu Hayyan al-Andalusi before that, he used to love Ibn Taymiyyah and he admired Ibn Taymiyyah and he wrote poetries in praising Ibn Taymiyyah. But from that day onwards, he hated him because of that heated discussion that they had. And Dhahabi did mention about Ibn Taymiyyah in his Kitab Zaghalul Ilm. In Kitab Zaghalul Ilm, Dhahabi rahimahullah mentioned about Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. He said, وَكَانَ يَعْتَرِيهِ الْحِدَّةِ. كَانَ يَعْتَرِيهِ الْحِدَّةِ, meaning he was a bit harsh sometimes when he got into debates, Ibn Taymiyyah. Lakin, what did he say about him? وَكَانَ يَغْلِبُهُ الْحِلْمِ. After that, he was a very forbearant person. He would calm the person down. Whatever came from that, he would also, rahimahullah ta'ala, what? He would handle that, the outcome, in a very scholastic, righteous method. He was very patient towards his opponents, but he did have the sharpness in his speech sometimes when he spoke. Rahimahullah. So Abu Hayyan found it very... I tried to look for what was the mas'ala, I couldn't find it. I looked at it all in the books of the tarjama of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. I looked at the kitab al-Uqud al-Durriya fi ba'd manaqib Shaykh al-Islam Taymiyyah. I looked at the kitab by Barzali about Shaykh al-Islam's life. Zaghalul Ilm, I mentioned Shamsuddin al-Dhahabi. Jami'u al-Siyar that Dar al-Fawaid published on Ibn Taymiyyah's life. I looked, I couldn't find what the mas'ala was exactly. Ibn Taymiyyah said, I know, this is what he said, this will hurt even Abu Hayyan even more. He said, إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مِئَةَ مَسْأَلَةً أَخْطَأَ فِيهَا السِّيبَوَيْهِ لَا تَدْرِيهِ أَنْتَ وَلَا يَدْرِيهِ هُوَ. That got to him. I know 100 masail, he said, mas'ala, that Sibawayh did wrong in the Arabic language. You don't know it, wala Sibawayh doesn't know it. When he said that, that's what got Abu Hayyan. And Abu Hayyan is Imam fil lugha. Haqiqatan, he's a what? He's an Imam in the Arabic language. His teacher was Ibn Malik, right? That he took from, and he was a bit older than Shaykh al-Islam Taymiyyah. And also they